Yeah.
that post with like the hearts or whatever. You had a ton of traction
Hmm.
in that.
I did.
Yeah. Those are
My
so,
people are talkers.
they're so hit or miss though, you know? Like I did one and I had
Uh-huh.
like 6 people respond and 5 of them were already in my challenge group, you know, or something like that. So, um,
Yeah, I have like girls that I work with that aren't in my challenge group reply, like from school.
um, so Insta stories, like for everyone using Instagram, Insta stories, like I'm just gonna ramp up my Insta story engagement this month um, and really just focus on running my groups through. Well, I mean, not running my groups, but like running promos for my groups through my Insta stories, like clean, crisp images. You know, keeping them short, like 4 to 5 stories tops, with a call to action and um, doing this clean week. um, that's something that I don't necessarily want to promote for until like just a few days before, because I don't want to take away from, like, I don't want people to see that, like, oh, this is for free, and then when I'm like promoting back to school, they're like, oh, I thought this was going to be for free again. Like I want people to understand the value. So, which I haven't done any kind of promoting yet this month, but initially I'm going to promote for back to school challenge group starting at the end of the month. I'm going to create a Facebook event, to do that, a public event, which you can create on your page. You can create a public event. And what I usually do is some kind of a clear, crisp image. Um, and then I just kind of do a little description about it. And then I just click that I'm going. And you can go in and look and see who's, requested going or interested or whatever. And then I usually message people through there. In the description, I usually put my like Woofu application or link to join my group or whatever within there. Your Facebook group. I haven't created a Facebook group yet. That was my goal this weekend. And then we're like, well, let's go out of town instead. So Monday comes all of that stuff. But
Um,
that's another way I've
so
had success.
Kelly and I have started just using the same Facebook page, like our Facebook like launch party group
Yeah.
month to month, and we change the back screen. And then all of my current challengers are in there, as well as anybody who is interested,
Mm-hmm.
and the engagement has been more.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. What? Can you say that again?
So like my launch party, like sneak peek kind of people who have ever clicked on it and been interested, we, instead of making a new one each month, we're keeping the same one, and we change the picture to like that month. And then, so we're just continuously adding. Like I have 88 people in there. Some of them are my current challengers, and some of them are people who have been interested. But the engagement is more because like my current challengers now are posting in that group. Like if they want to share something, they're like posting in there. And so everybody else is seeing it that is not signed up, which is.
But you run your groups on the app, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is like sneak peek.
Yeah.
Okay. Group that I just keep open.
Because my Lift 4 group, my sneak peek group, that's what I turned into the actual group, because I don't like the app. I hate the app.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I first mentioned like, hey, we're going to move people out of this group and into the actual challenge group, they were like, but what about our pictures? What about what we've already done in here? They didn't want to lose what we'd already done. Okay. Dang. Right.
So, but do you have like sneak peek? So like, do you have a group that's for people who are interested?
I mean, I have like, yeah. I don't know. I guess I have a group for like my bod and Shakeology people who aren't necessarily doing Lift 4 or 2B, but No,
No,
not
this
anymore,
like
because I turned it into.
These are people who have just like ever told me
Yeah.
that they're interested, and I just say, hey, I'm going to add you to our like sneak peek
New
group.
group. Okay.
And
That's a
then
good
they're
idea.
in there. And then now my current challengers have started posting in there like their successes,
I like it.
without prompting.
Nice.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, well, I'm totally going to leave this. Like, there's 88 people in here. Like, I'll just let them keep going.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I've always converted my groups over into that group. Like my Lift 4 info group, I just turned it into a challenge group, and I didn't do a separate group. So
because
that's a really good idea. I like that
I
idea.
started thinking about it, and I'm like, every month, those people are getting left behind. So, like, if they clicked on it and were interested and they didn't sign up, I'm leaving them behind. Like, I have to physically go back and find them and put them. And so I'm like, no. So Kelly and I both have done the same thing. We have just kept that like sneak peek lunch party group. We just changed the cover photo. We start posting. It's so much easier.
Yeah.
So girls, those of us that are doing the back to school group on the 26th, maybe I'll just go in and create a group this morning, and like an info group, and like just a closed group, not a public group. So events are different than a group. Like an event you can create publicly, so that way anybody can see it and click on it. And I do that just for like extra traction, or I'll go live in there or something. I don't usually get a ton of people from that. It kind of depends. I did an event for 80-day obsession, and I had a bunch of interested. Something you can do on your like page, and you can run ads for it. That's a whole separate call. That's like more of a, anyone who really wants concentrated information on that, we can talk about that another time. But then maybe I'll just create a closed group, so that way we can just start using that link in your post. If you're interested in joining this group, click the link below, and then we'll just add it into our posts and stuff. And then we'll just kind of keep track of who comes from where. I mean, it's usually pretty easy to tell, because it's usually we don't have a ton of mutual friends. Like, those of us that are like, we have our own people. So, and then I just go in there usually every day, every other day, and check membership and see who's new, or whoever is requested. I usually send them a message within 24 hours. But I put the questions in the group when they request to join, like, why are you interested in this group? Are you currently working with a coach? Are you interested in the discount? Because a lot of times I used to ask, tell me what your nutrition is like, tell me what, and they wouldn't respond. But now when you put, are you working with a coach? Are you interested in the discount? If they say no and yes, then like, oh, cool. Well, I can sign you up as a discount coach. And then boom, like you don't even have to have the conversation that's like, hey, by the way, like, are you interested in, so that just kind of makes it easy. So I'll go in and do that this morning, and create a group specific to that. So that way we can all use it. So honestly, back to school, I was on a call last week with the Rising Stars, with Melanie Mitro, and she was talking about her month of August. And she said, August is usually a pretty difficult month because of the fact that it's back to school, and parents are thinking about, moms specifically are thinking about, I have to spend money on this. I have to get new backpack, new shoes, back to school shopping, blah, 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 all of this stuff. So money towards the end of the month is like super tight. So she's like, get your people in early. And I'm like, well, what, I would think kids would go back to school. And then I'm like, wait a minute, she's the number one coach. So I'm just going to listen to what she says and do it. So I know she's doing a prep week for her group on the 6th and then starting it on the 13th. I don't think that's going to hinder anything for anybody that, doing it later, because I think it's going to give people the opportunity to like enroll, purchase, get started. And there's a whole separate clientele for people who are financially invested and who are like, just want something for free. So offering Clean Week, and maybe not like, I may do 1 or 2 posts about Clean Week. That's it. Like, that's something that like, weed out my free people but concentrate on the ones that really want the attention and really want the investment. So I haven't done a clean week in a while, but I think not calling it just clean week specifically, but like a free back to school recipe group, you know, like something like that. I'll probably call it, I don't know. I haven't even got a chance to sit down and like do creative things this month, but weeding out those free people, and then just a lot, like I will say probably 85% of people that I have do clean week will eventually join with a challenge pack, probably within 1 to 3 months later, because they see the value. And the thing with doing a clean week is like, I completely dedicate my time to that week. Like I pop in and do lives. I talk about recipes. I give people a meal plan. I make sure they understand it. So that way they see that like, oh, this chick's for real. Like she's not just going to give me like 3 recipes and like, you know, something from Pinterest. Like this is like actual content. Of course, it's like old content that I created, you know, months ago, but they don't have to know that. So, so that just that extra opportunity, I think. I know we talked a little bit about doing the 3-day refresh, and I think there's a few people that are interested in doing a 3-day refresh. If so, we can do kind of a separate group for that, or we can integrate it within our group before it starts. And that way people can see like what doing that looks like. And then maybe if they're like, oh, cool, I think I want to try this, that's something else that they would, you know, add on. So that's something else that I'm going to talk about publicly, do a couple posts about it. So what else? Trackers. Did anyone print out the trackers from the other day? Don't lie. I know, I did, and I started on mine, but I also have blank ones here that, so this.
Oh, Sarah, hush.
Is she showing them off too?
Yes.
So I have
it's blank. Like,
it's empty.
Like, look at all those X's. Like, and this is last week's. I didn't even print this week's yet because
she showed it way back here. She went like this, like, I've got it, but you couldn't see the giant X's across every day.
She didn't ask if I did it. She asked if I printed it.
Have it.
Uh-huh.
Very different questions.
That's like when you're talking to a potential and you're like, did you read the information that I sent you? And they're like, like, did you really read it, or did you just see that I sent
it? Yeah.
So I don't know where I found this one, but I really like this one because it allows you to look at some of the stuff that we don't look at on like a business tracker. Like you put your fitness stuff on here too. Like your why is on here, your followers, like how many followers do I have on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. How many coaches did I add? How many Success Club points? How many challenge packs this month? And then your income on there. You put your last month income. And then, so for me, I'm kind of more of a numbers driven person. Like if I can see the numbers on paper and I can like project, you know, with a trajectory and like a graph and stuff, like I'm not a huge math fan, but like that stuff just, that gets me. So I'm like, okay, if I can see like my progress and if I can see if it's going up or like steady, then that helps. So this is a really good one. And I love that it says check yourself on it because sometimes I need that. I have another one, guys. I know these like trackers, it's like, there's so many things to print and have and do. Commit to one thing, find one that you like, use this month as a trial and error and see what you like. But knowing that you have something like that you can track and you can look at your last month and then the month before and then 6 months from now and be like, oh dude, like I totally saw growth in my business because I've been doing this. And you can write on there like what works and what doesn't. I've got another one that's like, if you're hardcore like pushing for your next big goal, this is a really good one to use too. So if you want that, it's called a runner coach checklist, and it's like you're going to take your business up a notch and you're probably going to hit your next goal within 30 to 60 days. So if that's something that you want, message me and I will send it to you, because I don't want to post it publicly in our team page, because I feel like somebody may see this and be like, that is way too much. I'm not doing this. I quit. Hopefully not. But anyway, it's a good one because for me, it keeps me on my toes. So let's see. Oh, Sarah's sneak peek. Okay, cool. Thank you, Sarah. All right, so with the promos this month, 2B Mindset is 20 off again. So that's another good something to go back toward to those people that were interested and never enrolled. Amanda, are you drinking tiny coffees?
Yes, my daughter's playing kitchen. So I've had this, and I've had boiled duck, and I've had zucchini, and I needed 2.
I'm like, oh, I love your tiny lattes. Those are adorable.
It's for her kitchen.
It's starting to rain.
I'm teaching her young how to use a Keurig so she can make me coffee by the time she's 3.
That's exactly what you should be doing. So 2B Mindset, I know we had some good success with the launch of 2B Mindset, and then a lot of people fell off. And I don't really know what to do about that, to be honest. Like, to check in with them privately and give them encouragement. And, I think a lot of it is, this sounds terrible, but like the laziness of actually having to go in and watch the videos and then apply them. And it doesn't seem like it would be that difficult to do, but how many people do a fitness routine and we talk to them and we're like, how's your workout routine going? And they're like, oh, I just haven't been doing my workouts, because they have to go in and watch them and do them. And sometimes I remind people of the investment, because I think they need to know, like, remember, you paid $160 for this. I don't want you to waste your money. I want you to get your money's worth, AKA, I want you to get really kick-ass results, and I'm here to help you do that. So how can I help? And most of my conversations with my current clients, when I follow up with them, is, how can I help? I do a check-in with all the people in my group for the month and ask them what their goals are for the month. How can I help you reach your goals this month? So I go back to those 2B Mindset people frequently and offer support, and just let them know that I'm here and that I care. As far as new nutrition group, I'm just going to integrate that into back to school. I'm not doing a separate group for it. I'm going to go back to my 2B Mindset, like that group that we have like 197 people in. I'm going back to that group and I'm going to tell them, listen, this is what we're doing this month. And the BOD 2B Mindset Challenge Pack is $200 because it's $20 off. So that's like, I feel like that's super cheap. Everybody that I talk to, I'm giving them that deal. Like, I'm telling them, listen, like, not only are you getting workouts, and if they're not interested in Lift 4, because I feel like we're getting to a point where we're going to be close enough to where Lift 4 actually launches October 1st, that if they miss the boat on the first one, like, don't worry, I'm going to do a new group in October for Lift 4. So I'm giving them that option to add in a really kick-ass nutrition course for $40 more. That's normally, $110, $120. So I've had a couple people this past week that have been like, wait, what's this? Tell me more. And then I just send them information on my 2B Mindset group and say, this is an extra nutrition course that you get in addition to your workouts and all of that stuff. So that's kind of a little way to like upsell someone, if you will, by giving them another alternative, because you never know. 2B Mindset could work amazingly for some people, and other people just may not want anything to do with it. So I am taking advantage of that opportunity this month too. What's everyone reading this month?
Go ahead, Caitlin. Ashley and I talked about the 2 choices, and what the heck were they? Get over yourself. Get over your damn self, and
Mastering your mean girl.
Mastering your mean girl. Right. Yeah. So I think just for me, I want to read Mastering Your Mean Girl. Like, as we're going back to school, I'm going to try my damnedest to avoid all of the garbage at school. I think that's what I'm going to go with. And I don't think I want to do a book club, Sarah. I suck at reading and doing book club type things, I feel like. So, I don't know. You tell me.
Well, maybe. I gotta think about it.
Okay.
I'll read it.
Okay. I mean, we can do it. I'll read it with you. I just don't want to do like a giant. I don't know.
I know. I don't know if I want
I feel overwhelmed.
Well, and that's exactly. I don't know if I want to put it on my.
Right. Yeah. I don't want to overextend myself even more than the beginning of the school year already overextends me. So.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not stressed at all.
Mm-hmm. Look at Jelly's face. She's nice and relaxed because she's not doing back to school this year.
Mm-hmm. No, pretty girl over there, looking relaxed.
So welcome to the park over here being a stay-at-home mom, trust me.
Oh, I didn't say that's a walk in the park because I don't want that
No.
job either.
I don't either.
Like 2 psychotic breakdowns this week. It's all good.
Yeah, I don't want that job either. So I'm not really sure what I want, but that's not it either. If I could just get into my classroom and like actually work in it, I probably would feel better.
My school already went back to school. They go back on August 1st. Do you believe
It
that?
sucks for those people.
That is awful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's when their contract starts, so they have to be there August 1st.
Wait, the kids are coming back already though, or no?
Kids don't go back till I think the 16th.
Please pay me for being back and working in my classroom. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, is this it? Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Sarah, send that to me, would you?
Yeah.
So you asked what we're all reading?
Yeah. What is that one? Sarah, what's on the book cover? What does it say? Something about Mastering Your Mean Girl. But what is the
And
little?
then what's the tagline?
Oh, the No BS Guide to Silencing Your Inner Critic and Becoming Wildly Wealthy, Fabulously Healthy, and Busting with Love. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So okay. I couldn't remember I was like, is it about being mean to people? Because I'm like, I don't think that's our vibe. I'm like, there has to be something more to that.
Spread the mean. We're just mean girls. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. Like, get your ass off the couch and get in shape. Start moving. Like, that's not really what we're telling people to do. Like,
you look like shit, girl.
Girl, you're overweight. You need to get in. Hair. Wash your damn hair. Seriously.
Girl,
wash your face.
Hair. Girl.
Oh, we're in a unicorn onesie over here.
I was going to say, you have a unicorn behind you.
Yes, please. Girl.
I'm almost done.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with Grandma.
Yeah. Okay, so was she asking what we're reading right now?
Yeah.
Are you reading anything right now?
Yeah, always.
So not my dirty book then, because summer's not over.
Yeah, you can share that too.
I'm interested in that too. I mean, it's just a beachy love story. Like, it's like
I can do some sexy shit in my life. Send that my way.
100 Days to Brave is what I'm still doing.
Oh yeah, I'm doing that. 100 Days to Brave, and also listening to The Happiness Advantage by Sean Achor.
Yeah.
We saw at Summit.
Mm-hmm. How is it? How is that?
Good. It's very statistics based, but it's really interesting.
I don't need that. I need something.
But he's funny.
He is funny. I need something to listen to now that I have a commute again, a small commute.
I was going to say, are you really considering that a commute? Don't you drive 5 minutes?
It's 10.
Okay, that's sister. That's not a commute.
I'll start going back to the rink, and that's 20. Or up to swimming is 20. So, and if I have to go from one to the other, that's 40.
Have you
Have you read The Go-Giver?
No.
That's really good.
Okay, so I want something to listen to that is like listening to Girl Wash Your Face. Because if you've listened to that, it's like, I need a book like that.
Yeah.
Did you listen to You Are a Badass?
Oh, that's a good one.
Did I? Yeah.
I think you read it, but I don't think you listened to it.
No, I think I did. Hold on.
I like that because I like that girl.
I think I did listen to that one. Let's look. Maybe not.
Have you listened to any of Gary Vaynerchuk's stuff? Vaynerchuk? Shit, I don't know how to say it.
What was his name?
What?
Gary V? Gary Vaynerchuk?
Vaynerchuk. Check your Vina.
Check your Vina.
But
It just got naughty.
can you spell it?
Vayne.
What did he talk about?
Chuck?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just turned my
Vaynerchuk. I'll Google it.
Gary Vaynerchuk.
That's some like pump you up stuff. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not like girl power, but it's like listening to him talk. It makes you want to like go out and conquer the world. I'm sure he has podcasts, but his book.
But books.
He has a book called Crush It, and then there's another one.
I think that's the one that like is supposed to be really, really good.
That's the one I listened to, and I was like obsessed. It's a little like outdated as far as like the content that he's telling you. Excuse me. He's talking a lot about like create a blog and blah blah blah, do this, and some of it's a little outdated because now we're mostly using Instagram, you know. But that's just because it changes so quickly. But it's still really good.
I did listen to our badass.
You did?
I did.
I wonder if Jensen Cheryl, whatever her name is, I wonder if she has anything else.
She does.
So none of you went and saw the movie, did you?
But I'm going. We reserved our tickets.
She has other books. Did you know that?
Rachel Hollis?
Yeah.
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 I don't know what
Her one
they
is like
are.
a novel, though. Her first one's just like a novel.
And there's another one coming out in October, right?
Girl, stop apologizing.
Yeah.
Girl. Yeah.
She's good.
Stop apologizing.
Sorry. Let's continue.
Another good one to maybe listen to would be, dang, I have it on Kindle and I can't think of the name of it. Ashley, you'll know. What's the girl who's like the Road and Fields lady?
Oh.
Get over your damn self.
Get over yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What are you? Did you order that Mean Girl one, Sarah, or are you going to listen to that one? Oh, you ordered.
I ordered that one. I might do Get Over Your Damn Self. I might listen to that.
It was good. It was, for me, I thought it was, because she's a Rodan and Fields chick, like some of her business tips are like, because they're so into like prospecting and like leading with the skincare business itself, that like some of the things that she said was like, yeah, no, I probably wouldn't do that. But there's a lot of stuff in there that's like, it's helpful with building a business and being self-conscious about posting on social media and, stuff like that. So that if you open your mind to that stuff and like kind of, close out the other stuff, then it's really good. And she's a firecracker. I mean, she's like swearing up a storm.
I think that's why I like her, because it's like it's in your face.
Yeah.
So I can't listen to that one on audiobook in my classroom unless I have headphones in.
Probably not. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I do like Lisa Turcotte.
Who?
How do you say her last name? Turkus? Turkus?
She's the one who did,
Yeah.
the food one,
The food one.
right?
I don't know.
Yeah. So she writes like Uninvited,
Yeah.
Unglued, Made to Crave,
Made to Crave. Thank you.
Finding I Am. I have that one upstairs. I haven't read it. The Best Yes is really good. I read that one.
She's faith-based, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
I'm religious.
Sorry, Caitlin.
Caitlin.
That's all right.
Loves
Cross that
the
name off
Jesus.
my list.
Well, maybe let's start a thread in the team page or something with books. And that way, just anybody who wants to start one, like personal development books, recommendations, and then that way we have a search tab. So that way, whenever we want to search a book, post a screenshot of it or something.
Should we
Or talk about your takeaways or
do
something.
like a Google Doc?
Or a Google Doc. Yeah.
So it's like in the file section?
We could do a
I
book
do
share
have-
too, so that people
I
are
do
all
have a
buying
Google
all the
Doc
same
of
books.
PDF. I can share that in the page. Actually, I think I can't. My internet is just not going to work over here.
Where are you?
I'm in Wilbur,
Kansas. There's no
Nebraska.
place like home.
Wilbur,
Oh,
Nebraska.
Nebraska.
The Czech
Why?
capital. It's the Czech capital of the United States. We're here for Czech Day Festival.
Duh.
Yeah, because we're Czech. We're Czechoslovakian.
I had tickets, but I couldn't make it this weekend.
Yeah.
Dang.
Sorry about you.
Wait, are you like from there? Like your family? Are you from there?
My mom's from here. Yeah. Yep. So.
Okay, well, that's where my whole like mom's side of the family is from.
Really?
Like my grandpa's lived in Claytonia for
Yeah.
my entire life.
Seriously?
Yeah, like
probably
we have a ton of farmland out there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like Fairbury, Wilbur, Claytonia, Grand Island, Lincoln, like Quackenbush is my family. So,
That's awesome.
Love that.
yes.
That's hilarious.
Quackenbush.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Hey, do you want to go in? Can I go in? It's gonna rain, okay? And I need to clean your house. Yeah, we did not drive through Claytonia because apparently there's a lot of road construction and we would have had to take a lot of dirt roads to get here. So we didn't do that option. We went through Beatrice instead. Beatrice, not Beatrice. Beatrice.
Yep, Beatrice. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So here we are. We paraded last night and we have like the girls learned how to polka, which was fun. And now they're like, when can we go polka? Like, we want to go. I'm like, yeah, let's do that. So, so today they want to dress up like in Czech attire and go do Czech things and eat kolaches.
I totally have a dress from when I was little and I went to Czech days. Like we had like full on like Czech dresses.
That is awesome.
Awesome. I
That's
know.
awesome.
I think I'm going to splurge and get them little Czech outfits today. Come on, Aniston, please. Okay, I'm almost done. It's starting to rain. Oh my gosh, hot mess. Side note, my dad
Barely.
with us. My dad drove and he went in. He always spoils the kids with like garbage junk food. So he went into the gas station and bought them all Snickers bars yesterday. They've never had a Snickers bar. I'm like, thanks, Dad. And the one that he got for that one said hot mess. I'm like, that's perfect. Mommy, this is for you. You are a hot mess. I'm like, I know. Thank you. Embracing
Thanks, Dave.
hot mess. Oh man. So, all right. So, recapping, to be another opportunity to succeed. Those challenge packs, those $200 challenge packs are they're just money. And I'm literally breaking down the cost for people. Like I have a girl whose BOD membership expired on Monday. So she canceled everything in order to challenge pack yesterday. So she gets BOD and Lift 4. So I'm checking in with people. When's your BOD membership expire? I have another girl, same thing. Next week, her BOD membership expires and she wants Lift 4. So she's like, well, I just want to pay for Lift 4. And I'm like, cool, you can get BOD for $99, Lift 4 for $40, or for $20 more, you can get an entire bag of Shakeology too. So I'm just really telling people like, this is why getting a bundle is so much better of a value. And when it's all bundled together, your chances of succeeding are that much better. So, so kind of just like showing them that like, it's not just fitness, it's nutrition. And this is really good for your body. It's really good for your muscles. It's really good for, and most of the time people will say, oh, well, I already have a protein shake that I like. Okay, great. You don't have to get the protein then. But this isn't protein. This is Shakeology. This is different. Like, so just inviting them to try it for a month, and always, you know, if they throw a fit about it, tell them that they have 30 days to use it. If they decide they don't like it, then they can always send it back. So, so yeah, back to school. Let's just stay in touch on each other.
Sane. Stay sane.
And I have one big announcement that I need you guys to like put your hand up and swear that you can't say anything, because we haven't announced it publicly yet. And
You already told me.
I did.
You didn't make me do this when you told me the first time.
So October 20th is Super Saturday in St. Louis. I'm going to need you to plan the weekend off.
Is he coming? Is he coming?
Carl Deichler is coming to St. Louis.
Shut up!
Boom.
Oh my God, I'm coming. Whose house can I crash at?
Okay.
I'm coming.
Whoever.
Can we tell the fun side note that I'm really excited about?
What?
So there's a really good chance the team that Brady makes just happens to be in St. Louis that weekend.
Yay!
Yes.
Which we knew before Ashley even told us about Carl. And I was like, hey, I'm going to be in St. Louis for Super Saturday. And then Ashley told us about Carl, and I was like, what? It's like meant to be. Now Brady's not going to make that team, and we're all going to.
Actually, your stadium thing totally worked. Your stadium, like,
Yeah.
hoopla totally wowed them.
Yeah.
Good job.
So,
I'm not planning a Cincinnati Super Saturday. I'm going to be in St.
Right.
Louis. Super Saturday, forget it.
bring Megan.
Did you tell the other girls, see, this is why we had it at the stadium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did your inner mean girl come out? Girl, this is why.
No, but one of the girls, like, she was fighting for the stadium with me, and she was like, we did a call one-on-one, and she's like, I don't understand why people are being such a crab ass about the venue. Like, she's like, this is huge. So whenever they announced Carl, she was like, OMG, like, thank you, Ashley, for booking. And it was like, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but like, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
So we don't know like exactly when. We haven't even announced it to anybody, and we haven't even announced it. Like, literally just the market council in St. Louis knows. So like, please don't say anything until we're gonna like do some teasers this week. But I wanted to tell you guys so that way you can start planning ahead and have your weekend in advance and be as excited as I am, because that's like, who better than the CEO of the company to come to your town? Like, I mean, that's huge. I'm like shaking just thinking about it. And so we're going to be doing tickets to include like photo ops and stuff with Carl, and like VIP tickets and all of that stuff. So yeah, October 20th. It will be on that Saturday though. That's what I know. I don't know if it's going to be at 8 a.m. or if it's going to be at 6 p.m. or what, but we know that it's on Saturday. I actually reached out to Busch Stadium, like the actual Busch Stadium, to see if we can get the field, because we know the Cardinals aren't going to the playoffs. So that would be pretty awesome to be able to do it, because I would anticipate that like we're going to promote our event in Chicago and in Kansas City too, and in Indy, and see who wants to come, because there's people that will travel 4 to 5 hours at least to come. I mean, there's people that will fly in and, but yes, my house is open to anyone who wants, you know, who needs a place to stay. I will probably kick my husband and kids out that weekend and we'll just have an awesome weekend. So you're more than welcome to stay at my house. You're more than welcome to come in Thursday, Friday, whatever day, and stay as long as you want. So
yes, can't wait.
Or if you want
My husband's in the background and he's like, yep, the Cardinals are not going to the playoffs.
they're not. They're not.
Thanks, Brad.
Yeah. He put in his 2 cents.
All right, so let's.
I don't think they care about that.
Goals for the month. Anyone want to shout them out?
SC10.
Me too. I made it last month. Sarah, I fucking squeaked it in at the last second. Dang it. And I couldn't make it
Sure.
10. So 10.
You did.
Go.
I saw that.
10 at 9:45 at night.
Nice.
Oh,
What a
I'm
time.
like, okay. I literally sent just that one follow-up that day. And I was like, well, she's been on the fence. Like, she was thinking about it.
Yeah. It just takes one.
Mm-hmm.
Or like 100. Sometimes it just takes one.
In
Or
my
like-
case,
Sometimes
400
it's
and
17. I
400 follow-ups, and then you end up buying yourself boxes of bars. That's what happened with me.
right.
Yep.
I sent about
So
27.
it's the backup plan. What do I need?
Yeah.
Or what do I not need, but I'm going to get anyways?
So
Right.
another thing to like put on your radar is if you have somebody that you know that's a good friend that does, it's like starting to downpour on my shit. Oils people or skincare people or whoever, just check in with them and be like, hey, how can I help you with your business this month? Do you want to help me with mine? So just something to think about, because I know there's a couple other coaches and I have a couple of friends that buy stuff from me that I buy stuff from them. So anyway, all right.
I see the
I gotta
rain.
go in. It's raining on me, but let's take a selfie real quick. Ready? Everyone? Cheese.
Go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Are we ready? We're frozen.
No, we're not. We're just posing.
We're frozen. Okay. Okay, there. Okay. All right, ladies. Yeah, it says my internet's unstable. Probably because my computer is covered in rain right now. All right, I'm going in. I will see you guys. Have an awesome rest of your weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye.